The alarm blasted through the entire airport. FBI, police, bomb squad, all because of one video. The 3-minute footage recorded at 3:47 looked like routine security monitoring. At least that's what it appeared to be. Until they zoomed in. This is the story of surveillance footage that would forever change one security guard's routine. And once you learn the truth behind this video, you'll never look at airports the same way again. Atlanta International Airport, one of the world's busiest airports. 300,000 people pass through these terminals every day. But at 6 a.m., when Marcus Thompson's shift began, everything was calm and under control. Marcus, a Canadian expat who'd been working American airport security for 15 years, had his routine down to a science. Monitor security cameras, check reports, identify incidents. These were standard procedures. Every morning, the same ritual. Grab his coffee, head to the control room, review the night shift recordings. That morning seemed like any other, or so he thought. Terminal D, camera 47C, 3:47 a.m. When he started playing the video, everything looked normal. Empty corridors, cleaning carts, security personnel. Standard night shift footage. But then he saw the silhouette. Marcus paused the video, rewound it, watched it again. In the far corner of Terminal D, barely caught by the security camera's range, there was a silhouette. Walking slowly, like a normal passenger. But something was wrong. First, no one should have been in that area at that time. Terminal D was closed after 2 a.m. Even security personnel only patrolled that zone on the hour. Second, the silhouette's movement pattern. It was strange. Too purposeful. Like he knew exactly where he was going. This wasn't a lost passenger. This wasn't someone wandering randomly. Marcus zoomed in. The image quality wasn't great. Night camera, long distance, low light, but he could see clearly enough. Middle-aged man, dark jacket, carrying a small bag. And right then the man stopped, looked directly at the camera. Marcus's heart stopped. The man seemed to be looking at him. Right then, at Marcus sitting in the security room. Marcus quickly checked the night shift reports. No incident logged at Terminal D at 3:47. Security patrol was done at 4 o'clock. Everything had appeared normal, but the video didn't lie. He continued playing the video. The man kept walking, but he was following an increasingly strange route. Avoiding public areas, trying to stay away from security cameras. Like he knew the system. He knew the camera's blind spots. And he was getting closer to a critical area, the baggage handling center. Marcus's breathing quickened. The baggage handling center was one of the airport's most secure areas. Unauthorized entry carried severe penalties, but worse, from there, all baggage could be accessed. Thousands of suitcases, bags, packages. When the man reached the baggage center entrance, he stopped. He pulled something from his pocket. Marcus zoomed in. It looked like a card, an access card, and the door opened. Now Marcus's hands were shaking. Who could this man be? How did he have legal access to the baggage center? And what was he doing there at this hour? He continued playing the video. The man went inside. He began walking among the baggage conveyors. He was doing something with his bag. But from the camera angle, Marcus couldn't see exactly what. Marcus tried checking from different cameras. Camera 52A, 53B, 54C. He tried viewing from all angles in the baggage center, but the man seemed to know the cameras. He always positioned himself in blind spots. He stayed inside for 8 minutes. For 8 minutes, Marcus lost him. Then he came out, but when he exited, he didn't have his bag. Marcus watched the video again, over and over. When the man entered, he had a small bag. When he exited, no bag. He had left it inside. And what was in that bag? Marcus couldn't wait any longer. He called the emergency line. Airport Security Center, Marcus Thompson speaking. We have a red alert situation. Unauthorized breach detected in Terminal D. Within 10 minutes, security teams surrounded Terminal D. Bomb squad was called. FBI activated airport security protocol, and all flights were halted. Marcus showed them the video. When the FBI agents watched the footage, their faces darkened. "Do you recognize this man?" squeaked Agent Sarah Chen. Marcus shook his head. "Never seen him." "But he knows the system very well. Cameras, security routes, access points." "Someone with inside knowledge," Chen muttered, "or someone who worked the system in the past." The search began in the baggage center. Bomb squad scanned every inch with the latest technology. X-ray machines, metal detectors, chemical sensors. And then they found it. A small package hidden under conveyor belt 7, wrapped in black electrical tape, rectangular shape, about 8 inches long. Bomb squad checked it remotely. It wasn't metal. No explosive traces, no chemical reactivity. "Looks safe," said the expert. "But let's be careful anyway." They opened the package with a robotic arm. What came out shocked the entire team. Documents. Hundreds of pages of classified documents. FBI stamped, CIA headed, NSA labeled, all marked classified, and the top document. Airport security system, complete documentation. All cameras, all access points, all schedules. Agent Chen froze. How did these documents get here? Who leaked them? And why hide them in the baggage center? But what was truly shocking was the dates on the documents. The newest was from 3 days ago. This meant the man had been actively spying within the last 3 days, and he still hadn't been caught. FBI immediately launched a comprehensive investigation. Video footage was compared with all databases. Facial recognition systems were activated. Past records were scanned. 24 hours later, the result came. David Harrison, 52 years old, former airport security specialist, retired 3 years ago. Security certifications canceled. Access permissions deleted, but something was missing. David Harrison had died 6 months ago. Heart attack. Official death certificate existed. "Impossible," said Agent Chen. "How does a dead man appear in security footage?" The technical team reanalyzed the videos, searched for digital manipulation, checked for deepfake technology traces, performed pixel analysis. Result: the video was real. No manipulation whatsoever. The footage was original. A dead man had conducted espionage at the airport 6 months later, and this video was the evidence. The investigation deepened further. David Harrison's background was re-examined. Friends, family, co-workers were questioned. And the shocking truth emerged: David Harrison had really died. But before his death, he was part of a much larger plan. He was a member of an international espionage network. He had studied airport security systems for years, learning all their weaknesses. Before dying, he had completed the plan and hidden his documents. But his death hadn't stopped the plan, because David Harrison had a twin. Michael Harrison, David's twin brother from Toronto, Canada. Same height, same appearance, same walking style. But different identity, different background. After his brother's death, Michael had assumed David's identity. He had undergone plastic surgery, learned to imitate David's voice tone. And taking over David's plan, he was working to collapse airport security systems. FBI began tracking Michael Harrison. 3 days later, they caught him as he was preparing for the second attack. Hundreds of documents were found in his home. Not just Atlanta Airport, but New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. Security details of the country's largest airports. His plan was terrifying. Collapse airport security systems, create chaos, and during this confusion, carry out a much larger attack. "My brother died," Michael said during interrogation, speaking with his distinct Canadian accent. But his dream didn't die. He wanted to show the world America's security vulnerabilities. "I'm just fulfilling his vision." But the plan had been stopped. thanks to that 3-minute video at 0347. 6 months later, Michael Harrison and other members of his network were tried. He received a life sentence. Airport security systems were completely renovated. New protocols were developed, and Marcus Thompson, he's still sitting in the same chair watching the same cameras. But he's different now, because that morning he learned that sometimes the most normal-looking moments harbor the greatest threats. Security cameras never sleep, Marcus says now, and neither should we. Because danger always comes from the most unexpected moment. That video forever changed American airport security, and it's still stored in FBI archives. Codename Operation Ghost Twin. Because sometimes the dead really do return, but not always with the same face.